What's up, everyone? It's me, Bobby G, and I'm back for another episode of me going through the puzzles of Contraption Maker. And if you've been following so far, you'll know that we're knee-deep within the medium section, and I don't see any reason to just keep on going. Next up seems to be Recycling Day. Help Tim save the environment. Put the bowling ball into the recycling box. Alright, well, it was a very noble effort by Tim, although I really don't know if you can recycle a bowling ball, but hey, it's the thought that counts, I believe. And as we always say, ladies and gentlemen, what happens to be the moving part? Well, the bowling ball. And our buddy Tim exits stage left after he's done doing what he needs to. So, I don't know. Let's see. First things first. This pipe surely has something to do with what's going on here. And looks like, I don't know, is there some recycling going on here? I actually enjoy these seemingly hand-drawn backgrounds for these puzzles to take place in. Looks like we're in a basement or a garage of some type. The perfect place for Tim and his recycling plans. Okay, well, we still need to get this into the recycling bin. Well, we're gonna need the help of our hamster friend, to some extent. But how exactly? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe something like this. Maybe the bowling ball will come hit the hamster, fall down, and go for a ride on the conveyor belt. Not sure if we're going to need any more corner pipes, but so far this is looking okay. Let's just see what happens so far. Recycling days. Feels like something that would happen on a Tuesday. Is recycling day often on a Tuesday? It's not Tuesday today, and it's not August. But who's keeping track? Almost no one, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm not 100% sure what the situation here is with this pipe. Seems like no matter what we try to do here, this bowling ball is not getting into this other corner pipe. Let's just keep giving it a shot. And yeah, I'm not really sure what we're gonna do here. Let's speed it up. I think, is it just a matter of chance? Ladies and gentlemen. Well, I don't see how else these pipes could be placed, to be quite frank. I really have no idea what this brick wall's gonna do for us. Alright. Well, let's see. Make it maximum speed here. Come on. Wondering if the positioning of the pipe is the most important thing of this whole puzzle. And I'm not convinced of it yet, to be quite honest. It keeps hitting the left-hand side of the pipe. I feel like we should just reset here. Okay. I'm starting to get an idea. I'm starting to think, ladies and gentlemen, that we're going about this the wrong way. Is it become apparent to you by now what we're missing? I don't think the bowling ball is what needs to move. I believe it's the recycling bin that needs to move. But where do we get it to move? How do we get it over there in time? That's obviously too quick. The bowling ball actually goes too quick. Are we gonna need the hamster wheel to get triggered almost first thing? This has to be... Well, that was enough just to send the ball not even into the pipe. Tim's not gonna help, is he? Come on, Tim, can you hit the hamster wheel and... Nope. Well, what on earth is going on, ladies and gentlemen? That was closer. That was closer. This one is certainly giving me my money's worth, ladies and gentlemen. I believe we're on to something. We have to be on to something. But the hamster wheel doesn't allow enough time for the bin to get over there. What on earth, ladies and gentlemen? What on earth? Could it be something like this? That's not fast enough. How can we delay it? Can we delay it? Maybe by putting a stutter? Nope. Maybe a little stutter into the step? And that was the missing piece. Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen. And the first puzzle took me about 20 minutes to solve, mostly because I was looking at it from the wrong angle. That's very important. If you're not coming from the correct angle on some of these puzzles, you're doomed to waste time right off the bat. Well, surely I will edit that one down a little bit, but I think we deserve to watch it one more time in real time. Get a little bump in the step there to slow things down. And the bowling ball, ladies and gentlemen, consider it recycled. Let's move on. Cannonball. Alright. Tim is trying to jump off his new high dive. Well, there he is. He's too scared? Well, I don't blame him on that one. Give him some help and get him to the water. Here we have a nice, additionally hand-drawn background. There's the water that our buddy Tim is eventually going to plunge into, I'm sure. First things first, we're obviously going to have to, wait a minute. Put some rope. No. We're going to have to put some rope onto the stick. Not sure what else we're going to do just yet. Let's see here. Well, there's only 2 places for this to go, 1 and 2. So that makes sense. This rope is probably gonna have to do a little something like this. A little something like that. Well, we're gonna need a little bit of light. Gonna need a little bit of light here, folks. And, well, that should power this thing here. Now the only thing left to do... Well, what do I know? I haven't even hit the start button yet, but I would think that the one thing we have to do is basically activate this switch. And one way to do that is to send the cannonball flying up into the air through there. That should power the light, which will power this generator, which will power this motor, which will power this conveyor belt. But so what? I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Okay. well, the conveyor belt certainly gets triggered. But so what? We need something to finally trigger the hamster cage. And I think I'm kind of starting to get the point here. It's a little bit of a loop-de-loop. Lucky for us, this switch in the background isn't affected by these pipes. And then maybe a little something like this. Maybe a little something like this to get the bowling ball onto the conveyor belt. Let's try it now. Alright. And our buddy Tim goes sailing into the water. And that really is interesting, the difference between the angle of approach. The previous puzzle took me well near 20 minutes because I got a little bit lost in the sight of how to solve it. And then come to this one, what did that take me? Not even 2 minutes. I saw almost exactly what to do and did it. It's very strange, the difference between how my brain can see one thing versus the other. But I'll take those short, easy puzzles any day of the week. I feel smart when I can do them in record time. But hey, let's move on. Space Station Alpha. Cut the ropes on the flying saucers so they can go explore deep space. Well, certainly a worthy endeavor. And we got a space cat, we got a space hamster, a space Tim, and another nicely drawn background. What is this, a computer with some trees on it? Very interesting. And here is our UFOs. A lot going on this time, folks. I'm not 100% sure what's going on. Gonna have a couple moving parts here. Let's just hit the play button. See what happens. And looks like our little buddy, the cat, is getting manipulated from falling thanks to this little pod here. But I don't want him to fall. I was so caught up on looking at the cat, kind of missed everything else that happened here. Let's see. Alright, well, not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Let's try that one more time. I feel like this bowling ball is crucial. Oops. I feel like this bowling ball here is crucial to something. But it doesn't fall off the ledge, so I'm not sure what its purpose is here. I'm wondering if... is this just a hook that's tied to nothing? Kind of seems like it. Let's see if our buddy Tim can cut that rope, which might end up letting this thing loose. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Okay. Starting to make some sense out of this, ladies and gentlemen, and, well, I don't know. Why don't we put a pipe here and, well, maybe a pipe here as well? And that'll get this hamster wheel going. This crate, I guess, will fall into the pit. But I think this crate is actually going to end up as meaning like a platform. So that probably the cannonball can, or the bowling ball rather, can travel over top of it. But that makes me then wonder... how we're going to trigger the hamster cage. I'm talking a little slowly because I'm observing everything that's going on here. Okay, well that solved that problem pretty quickly, didn't it? And... does that mean our buddy the cat's gonna fall? Nope. Okay. Well, that was a interesting one, folks. I don't even know if we solved that the right way. We have 5 leftover pieces. Sometimes I think I use gravity accidentally to my benefit. I'm not sure if it should have been that easy to get that bowling ball to kind of skip down the lane there and end up cutting the final scissors, but hey, I'll take what I can get. Another successful puzzle down. Captain Tim. Bit of a nautical scene here. Captain Tim is getting ready to head out to sea, but he needs some food first. Turn on the blender and make a smoothie. Nothing more proper than a smoothie when you're going to go sailing on the high seas. That's what I always say. So here's the blender that needs to get turned on, and here's the switch that'll eventually likely do that just for us. And, well, if I had to guess, I would think that, well, we're going to have to hook up a couple rope pulleys, and we're going to have to hook up a couple buckets. This basketball's probably going to get placed into this bucket, which will make this bucket flip the switch. But I have a feeling there's a lot that has to happen before all that takes place. Well, lighter under the rocket's a safe bet, as per usual. Let's just see what happens here. We have a drip. What is this? A dripping bucket. Very interesting. However, I don't see what it's going to do for us because it's tied to a hook. Is it going to actually propel the bellow? Or push the bellow, rather, which will propel the soccer ball? Well, it could be. That's one heck of a drip of water, ladies and gentlemen. One heck of a drip of water. And I think the rest is actually... said and done. I don't know. This all looks like it'll work. And there goes the buckets. And there goes the blender. Alright, folks. Well, this was a strange episode, if you ask me. The first puzzle took me darn well forever, and then the next three were borderline easy again. So very interesting how things took place today, but I thank you very much for joining me, and we'll just have to keep plugging away on these puzzles. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.